Good morning, Josh the driving instructor back here, and today this is a driving lesson with a lovely lad called Chad. On the first part of this lesson we're just going to warm up with some roundabouts. This has been one of Chad's big banes, and we're then going to warm up with right turns on crossroads again. It's something that Chad's been trying to improve for a while. If you like watching driving lessons, do like and subscribe, and there's plenty more to come.
And then change it to second. Okay, you're looking. Keep your positioning now. There's a van coming, so what you do, clutch down into first. Handbrake if need be. Get your bite. So what's that noise? Good man, well done.
I was thinking then, you know, while when I went in the middle of them, I was thinking that was where the three lanes, where there's three lanes. That's what I was thinking.
That was throwing you a little bit. Yeah. I see. So you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, because we started that.
Yeah, it's the other side, innit?
Yeah, we started the whole MSN too late, didn't we?
Yeah.
So I see what I understand. So next.
One of Chad's big problems in the past is that he's actually approaching the roundabouts and junctions too quickly, and this is a common problem in learners that normally occurs when they start that MSPSL routine too late. Basically, they're not starting their mirrors and signal early enough, which means they then don't have time to actually start braking and prepare the car for the junction.
Get in your lane. Clutch, back up. Safety curve. Nice and gentle. Looking further round the roundabout, good. How was that?
Not the best.
Okay, why not the best? But what are you thinking? What could you improve then?
My positioning when I approached it.
Position when you approached it. Where were you?
I was in the other lane.
You were sort of in the middle-ish sort of area, weren't you? And you could have just hugged that line a bit more from the approach.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew where you were going.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
But the speed on approach.
Yeah. Can slow down soon enough, I don't think.
Could have slowed down a tiny bit more.
Change gear soon enough.
What would that have given you more?
So it's really important as a learner that we actually understand what our problems are when we're approaching junctions or when we're driving in general, really. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to encourage Chad to analyse his roundabouts and his own abilities and mistakes so he knows what is right and what is wrong, and that way he's going to understand when he's actually ready for his driving test.
Good. Well, what do you need to do? Make sure you do before you pull the handbrake. What do you need to make sure the car's positioning is? You want to make sure it's stopped. You want to pull that. Yeah? Clutch. Remember, we've got two separate feet. Don't press them together. How was that?
It was alright, I was thinking too much.
Overthinking it.
Chad actually pulled the handbrake there before the car was fully stopped. We must always make sure that the car is fully stopped before pulling that handbrake. If this was a driving test, this would be put down as a minor.
All in all, where would you scale it?
Like 5 or 10.
Yeah, 10.
5.
5, okay. So how are we going to get to that 10? What would it look like? So yeah, we turn right. Good. Because I'm talking to you, I'm just going to shut up, alright.
As you can see, the weather out here is frightful. A bit of snow would be delightful, but there isn't any. What we do have though is, as you can see, there's a little bit of water on the camera, so I do apologise about that. It should dry off a little bit later. We're just going around here a couple more times for Chad to practice this right turn on the crossroads, so let's see what happens.
And whatever, but all with spaceships. Yeah. So we're turning right on the roundabout. Third exit, good. How's that?
As you just saw, an absolutely excellent roundabout done by Chadders just there. Very common problem that he does here though, this would be a minor fault, is he's going past the next junction, he's forgotten to turn off that signal. That is part of your MSPSL routine. Coming off the junction, you need to try and remember to turn that signal back off. Otherwise, people are going to think he's turning left.
Further on the roundabout. Good man. Happy? You just needed to warm up a bit, didn't you? Try and look a bit further around the roundabout.
Again, another fantastic roundabout there by Chadders. He's still not looking far enough around the roundabout, and again, this is quite common. Your hands follow your eyes, so if you actually look in the direction you're going, it's going to be far easier. It's also going to be a lot easier if there's a zebra crossing directly after the roundabout or a traffic jam coming up. You are going to be fully aware of it rather than getting that sudden shock impulse when you look up and suddenly realise you're going to have to put the brakes on.
All good. It's gone in now, it's fine. Go on, scale it for me.
That was better. It's probably because I've never had to wait in the middle that time now, to be honest.
Do you feel more confident in it though?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's more when I have to stop in the middle when there's something coming, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, is it just uncomfortable?
Yeah, I think so.
What do you think is uncomfortable about it?
I don't know.
So we're going to turn right again.
Different,
That's right. It is different. It is different. I guess it's different if you're not used to that.
Yeah.
Used to that.
Yeah.
You're not worried about the other cars or anything.
No, definitely not.
It's alright, because I'm talking to you again, probably. Nicely done. See that silver van's just pulled out?
Yeah.
We're going to turn right there. Is that okay?
So I'm taking Chad into this housing estate. It's a very common place to end up on a driving test. They will take you to a new housing estate, and the main reason for that is because most of the roads in a housing estate are not marked, as in there are no give way lines. And if there are unmarked junctions, you need to be looking both ways. Otherwise, it's a free-for-all and you're going to end up with a crash.
Over this side, back over this side, nice and slow now. I want you to stop gently.
No lines, baby.
Clutch. Good. Why do we stop?
There's no markings.
There's no markings. So what is this? What would you call this?
It's just a bit of a free-for-all, isn't it, really?
It is a free-for-all. But it's a junction. What sort of junction is it?
Unmarked.
Yeah, what shaped letter is it?
T.
T junction.
Yeah.
And what do you have to do at a T junction if there's...
Stop.
You'd normally give way, wouldn't you?
Yeah, give way,
Yeah?
yeah.
And there's no lines on this T junction, so there's no right of way, which means that there's no priority. So as you say, it's a bit of a free for all.
Yeah.
So you need to. You didn't even have to stop. I just wanted to talk to you about it because it looked like you were just going to keep going for it.
Yeah, I was. To be honest.
Yeah. So keep an eye on that. A lot of people fail around here for that. I was keeping an eye behind us. Make sure you check your blind spot. Following it round to the left. A lot of new housing estates have unmarked turning right, unmarked roads, so you've got to be aware, because if there are any in your area,
Yeah.
they'll certainly take you to some on your test. Following the road, brilliant. And then turning right. Pop that signal back on. Don't cut the corner. Good. Why don't we want to cut the corner?
Catch someone else.
Yeah, you couldn't see if anything was coming, could you? End of the road, we're going to turn left.
And this is the exact junction that some poor sausage decided to look at his phone instead of actually focus on driving, and instead decided to drive straight into the side of me. I have actually got the video, so feel free to have a look through if it's something you're interested in.
Not sure. Okay, what gear do we normally do junctions at?
So,
Is that what we normally do at a T junction?
oh no, one.
We normally
Get
do.
back into one.
We normally roll into first, don't we?
Yeah.
And so, what was your speed like?
So I was getting too.
You're going too fast. So then, where did you position? On the wrong side of the road. We're going to turn right at the crossroads. Yeah. So what do we do first? Good. Brilliant. If your positioning is ever off, the first question you're asking yourself is, well, you don't. It's not even a question. It's I was going too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. If your positioning goes off 9 times out of 10, it's because you're going too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. It goes speed, wrong speed, wrong positioning. Wrong speed equals wrong positioning. Simple as that. It's like a maths equation. So anytime your positioning isn't right, like we're going to do the good. We're going to do the bridges now, aren't we?
Yeah.